Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the No Nook Challenge. We're running him out of town. That's what's happening. He's out of here. It's feeling pretty good. We have a whole island set up with little to no involvement from Tom Nook. I mean, he may have found it for us, but we're not really rewarding his ridiculous behavior and scams anymore. And I'm feeling pretty liberating. Today, the plan is to do a bit more terraforming, island layout stuff, and then we'll see what we can do decoration-wise. I think from here, it is just going to be kind of like setting things up, making the island home, you know? We got to make a farm at some point, I think. And we're just going to need to, like, collect furniture and put it out and, you know, make stuff look cool. So, the goal is 5 stars, hopefully by the end of 30 streams, and I often wonder if it's going to take less than that just because of how much stuff we're getting. So, it'll be pretty interesting. Welcome, everybody. Let's go into the game. Oh.
Looks like Grilled Cheese now has been in the Billionaires Club on YouTube for 5 months and says 5 months of amazing puns. _crossing hype. _crossing hype.
Thank you, Grilled Cheese, for 5 months membership. Appreciate you over on YouTube. Cool. All right. So I'm going to turn off this music. I'm going to turn on the Switch sounds. We're going to jump over here. We're going to hit the A button. We're going to dive into the game. Marvel, Happy New Year to you. Welcome, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing awesome.
Looks like Lori's Laboratory has been in the Mega Billionaire on YouTube for 28 months and says happy 28 months. Can't stay because I'm still catching up on this series, but have fun, Buttercup.
Lori, thank you so much for 28 months. Appreciate it. That is an obscene amount of membership. Hope you're enjoying the VODs. For today's announcements, Museum welcomes its newest addition, a cafe called The Roost. The owner, Brewster, may be a bird of few words, but his coffee... Why? You know, she just met him, presumably, right? To go on the intercom for the entire island and cast judgment like that for everybody to hear just feels kind of mean. What if he's a talker? What if you just got to get to know him a little bit first? He just moved here. He's unpacking his cafe, and Isabel's like, "Hey, I'm Isabel. How's it going? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have a cafe." He's like, "Hey," and he's just trying to unpack and not break any mugs. And she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, he might be a bird of few words, but I guess this cafe is going to be cool." He's kind of rude. So it's open 24 hours a day. We know this. And we can do a ceremony if you want to. I probably won't. Dawn, how's it going? Connor and 350 and Grilled Cheese is over on Twitch now. Hello. Hello, hello. All right. So, a few things to do. We always do our island chores at the beginning of every day, but we need to also make a habit of going to Harv's Island, and you know, we need to buy all these different little shops and stuff. Happy Home gave us a reward. We have 16,000 points, almost 16,500 points. We have rank S. Wait, what? How? I know you can get way more points than this. I didn't realize the ranks were relative to the size of your house. I didn't think you could achieve S rank unless your house was a lot larger. So that's a bit interesting, isn't it? What's the reward for 16,000 points? It's a sewing machine. That's not what I meant to do. I was trying to actually put it on the ground and like look at it. Yeah. That'd be the trophy at least.
Hey, Dame _Lori just renewed their subscription.
Thank you, Dame Lori. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, everybody. Appreciate it. Okay, so I'll put this in storage if it fits. Okay, cool. And yeah, this is a rank S house. How about that? We didn't deserve that, I don't think. All right, I'll take it. It's relative to home size. So that's kind of cool. I can see now why there's points and a letter ranking system too. So if you are playing the game and it's taking you several months to pay off your home loan, then you can still achieve an S rank. You can still feel like you're, you know, doing good work with your house without the points going over a certain amount. That makes sense. So I bet you we don't get much farther than 16,000 points. Maybe we can get into the 20s. I'm not holding that much hope. Can I link the dream address? Oh yeah, there'll definitely be a dream address for everybody once we're ready. It's the new, much smaller and indoor cardboard mountain. I think we're doing a good job. I think if you want to make fun of a decorating situation, you can start to make fun of this disaster here, where there's actually cardboard boxes amongst a lot of other random items. So we're going to definitely go to Harv's here pretty quick. I think maybe the hairstyle I like is unlocked thanks to Kicks. Oh, what's that? You hear this? There's some kind of scary rustling coming from behind you. That's a paper stuck to you. Okay, so he's just teaching me reaction. Alrighty. Cool, cool. Apparently I don't understand the points. So the points are, I guess, to unlock. I'm going to make an assumption and say the points are to unlock the different trophies and rewards you get from Happy Home. The grade is to just let you know that, hey, even if you don't have a lot of points, and you wouldn't know that if you were a new player and it was your first experience, right? Even if you don't have a lot of points, you still have quite a bit of talent decorating your house. Here is an S rank for you. So it kind of gives you something. It's like an in-between kind of goal, whether you realize it or not. That's how I see it. All right. We'll go ahead and take our double points for hitting a rock. I want to do as many of these as we can whenever we can because, of course, getting Nook Miles is difficult, and they're a big form of currency for us. Let's talk to Zucker. And he's talking about clouds. Okay. Do I have money? First and foremost, I have some, but I need more. Hit up the Nook terminal. All right. And that should be more points for us. Hopefully stretching becomes one of our goals today because I try and stretch every day. It's not yet. But that's fine. Not making fun of this new mountain is much neater. Oh my gosh. Well, I do want to make a cardboard mountain. So that would be fun. And I have some ideas. Oh, low battery. All right. That's fine. I'm always prepared. I'm not always prepared. I can say that, though, because I am prepared this time. And if it's your first time here, as far as you know, I am always prepared. So shut up. Okay, cool. Shouldn't be a problem anymore. Yeah. So, what are we doing? Oh, ABD. And we withdraw 100 grand. Perfect. Sloppy bed. You know what's really annoying about this item? I was working on a build on my other OG island. I'm trying to I still have some work I want to do on it and I want to finish it up. Because I had finished it a long time ago and then I started rebuilding some stuff. Anyway, so I've gotten to work on that again, just off camera. And I really, really loved, I'm going to throw back here. So if you're new and you're like, what is this guy on about right now? Just hang tight. So I did an island ages ago. It was what I called a gold core island. It's linked in the description, or not linked, but the dream address is in the description. It's called Mahalo if you want to check it out. It's really fun. And I made a house for the character Coco in that island. And I was looking back and I really loved the layout of that house. I thought it was really nice. And so I have cocoa on my original island. I don't exactly know how I acquired cocoa, if it was a villager hunt or an amiibo or whatever, but I ended up with cocoa. And I redid that house on my original island because my gold core island is gone now. And I thought, oh, that was such a nice build. I want to do that again. So I basically turned Coco's house into what what it looked like back in the gold core, in the gold core island, but I had to make a concession. This bed I had not acquired yet, somehow on my game. It wasn't in my catalog or anything. And so I just had to use some other bed. And I was really disappointed because the house is supposed to kind of look a little sloppy. Not fully, but a little bit. Now I have it here. So I could probably come and steal this for myself, and that's exciting. That's my story. I thought you'd all want to know that. So let's look around. Gather up fossils. Should we buy something? Do I need to spend bells today? Was that a goal? I do need to change my clothing and my wardrobe, like from my wardrobe specifically. Let's just see if there's anything interesting in here. I'm not looking to get too many clothing items because I don't have a lot of storage. I think you can only get sloppy furniture from the recycle bin, yeah. So I didn't have it in catalog or anything, meaning I've just never gotten one, which is surprising because I've been playing that particular save file since launch. Got a ton of work to get through. Okay, Sable's coming around. Let's see if we have anything interesting in here. Okay. I mean, none of these are bad items of clothing. Just nothing I'm, like, looking for right now. Yeah, I have a tuxedo, already. I think hanging on the wall, actually. Yeah, we want to look good. We want Tom Nook to know we're spending our money on things that are not him. Or things that he would approve of. So, oh yes, that's right too. We had the museum kind of like, we were starting to pile stuff up out here because we didn't have access to it for a day thanks to the cafe being built. Oh, medium cardboard boxes. Nice. That is going to help us with our potential cardboard mountain build we want to do at some point. We need to somehow acquire more cardboard boxes, too, if we're going to actually make that. I'm going to run around here. Thanks to all the terraforming we did last time, it should be pretty easy to find the shimmery spot. There it is. Told you. I'll grab 10,000 bells. Open up the hole here. We do have sherb, we do. And we will bury 10,000 bells. I do that every single time. I'm trying to put the 1,000 bells in my wallet. And I always do that next to the hole. And then I look like an idiot. Okay. We should probably keep knocking on doors, too, so we can find whoever's crafting. Here we go. This house looks nice. Small wooden partition. This is a good one. This is a really good item. This is what I'm thinking of. It's pretty versatile. Yeah, we have Quinn. All right, and if we look here... Oh, okay, this is different. I like this item too, but this is not what I thought it was. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we have some cool recipes right now. We're getting some recipes that previously took me a long time to unlock. Okay, so we've found the crafting villager. I've not found any fossils today at all. We climb up this hill. We're going to be doing some terraforming with this hill today. It's not going away completely, but...
I was going to make a budget, but then I realized I only had $2.
Oh. I would do it anyway. I'd make the budget, and I'd probably feel pretty good, you know, getting it done so quickly. Just checking something off your list always feels good. Haven't watched a, I'm assuming, stream in a while. What did you decide for Happy Home? I just decided Happy Home was too overpowered, and it's the easiest way to explain it would be to just say, don't do Happy Home as part of the rules. Granted, you know, it's your game. However you feel comfortable playing it, it's up to you. And yeah, we're not going to have any specific type of villager. I'm very happy with the villagers we have. If someone kind of mid wants to leave, then I'll start hunting around for somebody to replace them. But I'm not like, if we keep these villagers for the entire rest of the challenge, I'm pretty happy. We did good. We got very, very lucky with villagers. Going on any villager hunts at this point would require us to spend a ton of points. Oak Ridge, how's it going? Welcome. All right, yep, we'll pick up all these fossils. Got some weeds as well. And we're gonna have a big museum trip. Probably a lot of fossils we can give away to villagers that we're trying to get presents from. And I'm still looking for the money rock too. Yeah, all that daily stuff. This is not it. By the way, I did hear that $2 Dan learned a couple of new $2 recipes. Only a couple. So that's too long. Why would you do that?
Tom Cheese here, another sponsorship coming in for this news report. Cheese, 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 and more cheese. Their motto, have you ever wanted a bowl of mac and cheese, but with no noodles? We've got it. The owner has also been so kind to give us free 10 orders if you entered this code while ordering. Hashtag silly, we love Tom Cheese. Also free pun in there, honor. Relax, just take it cheesy. No complaining, Dan. They're paying $1 billion, give or take $1 million. Yes, yes, ho ho.
Okay, thanks, I guess. $2 Dan has learned a couple of new $2 recipes. And I don't know how you'll find them because there's a lot in there, and I need to add more. But I did hide a couple new ones in there, so feel free to try to get him to tell you what they are.
Get ready for a $2 recipe. Lint roll making. Use sheets of collected lint to wrap seasoned rice, creating a fusion of textures.
I don't think that was it. Dumplings, how's it going? What's up, Joey?
Time for another $2 recipe. Let's whip up shared harvest soup. Collect a vegetable from each neighbor, simmer them together, and enjoy a soup that's rich in community spirit.
I gotta bring something to fauna, which I don't feel like doing. Do I have enough room in my inventory for all this? Raining. I don't think his voice... well, sometimes his voice fluctuates a little bit, but it's technically the same voice. He's very excited about the cafe. Guess we'll have to get coffee while we're here. What if we did this?
Here's another $2 recipe. Parapluie Infusion Cocktail. Collect the purest rainwater from your umbrella's canopy, add a twist of citrus, and toast to the weather.
I don't think I've heard that one before, but that wasn't. I don't think that was one of them. You ever walk in the museum and just force Blathers to look away from the camera? That's pretty fun. A modified version of the Inspection Day Challenge on Stock Doom. Oh, cool. I have wondered what that would be like with a brand new island. There's so many fossils that we can't donate. Did Tom Nook disrespect you? Yes. Everybody. All the time. Constantly. Thanks for passing the message on. Thanks for passing that message on back at the remote island. If you find yourself in need of a cup of coffee, just swing by. That's literally why I'm here. Since my island is relatively new, using my strange storage and ABD gives me literally no advantage. Oh. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Coffee does sound good. I had a long day. I wish I had made some. Watching the 30-day challenge? Nice! The DIY island. Well, I hope you enjoy it. $200 bells, Dan. Tornado shelter basement looks awesome so far. There's a lot of really good items in this game to create something like that, like a tornado shelter or something. Okay, we can start giving gifts. We got tons of fossils. I think Joey still won't accept any gifts. Deliver my apology present as soon as you can. I hope Fauna will forgive me. I forgot about that. I already completely forgot about helping out Joey. Where does Fauna live again? Okay, just down here. It's not... What? That was lit up like it had something for me to collect, but it didn't... Oh. Loved your playthrough of Luma Island. Thank you. That was fun. Okay. So let's give Fauna Joey's apology present. And then I'll give her a fossil as well. Full body tights. Right on. All of this is very strange. What do you think? I don't think they look like tights anymore, but sure. It looks like some kind of like cult gown or something. He put a lot of thought into this. Sometimes I forget how sweet Joey can be. This is all my fault. This is as much my fault as his. Maybe he sees me wearing this gift, he'll feel like working things out. Okay. I was wearing... Did you notice I was wearing an athletic jacket before I changed? But if you feel like that's something you'd like, take my... I don't want your athletic jacket after you were just wearing it. That's gross. Okay. It's just weird. Like, apology present, fine. Why would you buy someone else tights? How do you know what size to get them? It just... And then why is Fauna so like, oh, this is the perfect gift? That's just... No, I would be asking way different questions. Maybe they're starting a cult. Maybe I should find the same exact item for Joey and get them to both wear it all the time. 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, full body tights, relay tank, fitness tank, baby romper. All right, let's give Axel a fossil. Okay, one very specific fossil. Student cap, all right. They only give you clothing. I really need furniture. Thanks for delivering the package to Fauna. You're the best. How did it go? Did Fauna seem angry? I forget. I'll say not at all. Very cool. Sounds like she's not angry anymore. That's great. I guess we'll be able to make up thanks to you. Okay, cool. And do you want a gift? There we go.
Dan better be aware. The villagers are plotting against him, huh?
I don't think so. Retro sweater? What's a retro sweater? Okay, no thanks. Knowing what size to get them definitely makes tights a creepy gift. That's what I'm saying. We've only been on this island in game time for like a week or two. So I just don't think there's no way you would know someone that well. Like, you're not tights well. Lie to Harbs. Forming a Nook cult? Yeah, I guess. Like they're with him or against him? Maybe we should get Fauna off the island. Oh, the ABD's here. Okay. Okay. We got kicks. I think I would like to try and get Sahara next. What do you got? All right. Oh, there's one of those little bear backpacks. A sword. Normally I would start buying up all this stuff, but we're gonna skip for now. And let's go ahead and get Sahara. Yep. 3 of 10 can't actually use the sword. I know. You should be able to take it out of the little scabbard and like just bop people with it. And then if there's another player with one, you can like do little sword fights. Okay. Please give me my hairstyle. Yes. Okay. The hairstyles are fully dependent on the characters you invite to the island. Finally. So you invite Kix, and this is the hairstyle you get. The only reason this was ever the last one I unlocked is because Kix was always the last person I invited. Oh, they're doing the item liquidation thing now. Okay. Something I'll never ever use. We can't use it because it just goes straight to Timmy and Tommy. And I have no room in my home storage. Okay, shut up. I don't care. With Nook's Cranny as our partners on the ground, we'll buy your packages for what you'd get via their Dropbox. Now that, it doesn't get more proof-y than that. That we were wondering this, People were like, well, you can use the item liquidation service. I'm like, no way, Jose. There's just no possible way it doesn't go to Timmy and Tommy. And now we have confirmation. The Nook name invading Dodo Airlines. Just like they took over this island, they took over our sweet, sweet dodos as well. All right. We want to go home. I've never used it. I've never known why it's here. It makes me feel like there's a secret part of Harv's Island that we haven't accessed yet. Like, no one's figured it out and Nintendo won't tell us. But you can try to, like, do something to get into the woods behind his house and collect resources or something. I just don't get why it's there. I'm not, like, collecting a bunch of stuff, especially because Tortimer opens up shop and you can put stuff in and out of your storage through him. So what am I doing that is making me go back and forth from like Tortimer to Wilbur to sell things to Timmy and Tommy? Right? Like, what am I missing? Why is that service there? I think it was prior to 2.0 that they put it in the game. I think it was for wedding season, and you do get items through wedding season. So I suppose they were preparing for the idea that you would spend so much time decorating for wedding season that you'd collect a ton of items, and then you need that service. But I don't know. I just don't see it that way. Okay. Let's go plant our money tree. Rename the channel CanyonDuck because that's what it's always associated with in your husband's mind. I get it. I won't be doing that, but I get it. Okay. Did we give Zucker something today? I guess not. Moss ball. Gross. Okay, so changing in the wardrobe and planting trees or shrubs. Would a fruit tree count? Pockets are getting too full from wedding items. I guess that was what they were thinking, but it's such a weird feature. Ezra Ghost, how's it going? Welcome. I don't have cherries. I don't feel like planting oranges. And I have some shrubs. So I guess I'll plant some of these just because. And then what? Start to take some more items out of my storage, I guess. Fruit trees don't count. There's a separate one for that. Right. Great. We're just trying to get some points. That's fine. Everything's fine. I'm going to put down the sloppy table. Oh, look, it matches the bed. Is that on purpose? Will every sloppy piece of furniture match if we pull it from the recycle bin? Okay, thought I could store 2 things on there. That's fine. Trash can. Throw away some extra clothing. So I'm going to toss this stuff. Perfect. And then I want to stretch, but first let's plant our shrubs and see if we get like a stretching goal. I'm trying to get 5 stars. Yeah, 5 stars. Look at him warming up. Oh, he put it out. Yeah, I don't seem to interact with items too much. Here, let's do this. Man, okay, whatever. Placed that wrong spot. Earn bells by selling items we can't do. We did not get a stretching one. We got to go to our storage and change clothes. We got a balloon. And let's see what we get. Long underwear set. Huh. Okay. Sure, I'll take another trip to the trash can. I don't mind. I can sell weeds to leave for bells, but 5,000 bells worth? What is that? How many is that? That's not a bad idea for that particular task. You know what I mean? But while I have a lot of weeds at the moment, I don't have infinite amounts, and I don't have a ×2 task for it. 250 weeds is 5K. Yeah, that's a lot. That's like half my weeds. So if it's a ×5 or something to get 5,000 bells, I'll try to remember that. Oh, Leaf isn't around anyway, right? I haven't unlocked his store, so we can't do it anyway. But if I get, like a ×5 Nook Miles goal for doing that, then maybe that's worth going and doing. That's a good idea. That's a creative way to kind of like solve that conundrum. All right, let's just add some clothing or something. And that counts for changing. Nathan, I'm doing good. How are you? I don't know if you said your storage is full, but there's a trick to using a recycle bin as storage too. Just drop stuff on the table, use the cleanup feature. Okay, yep. That's one's been mentioned. I was always afraid they'd empty it, but actually I don't think they do empty it for you, right? If you want vines, go to Cat Island Tour. Yeah. I just don't want to spend the points right now. I used to go to Nook Islands at the beginning, pick weeds and sell them for money. You can save them all for when he comes and you can make decent money. So yeah, a couple of the suggestions require me to use Nook Mile points. I don't want to use right now. But if we solve this problem and we manage to get very rich, then yeah, definitely. But yeah, no, thank you for the tips. That's awesome. Okay. We're going to pretend to do stretches. They empty the bin once a month. So what are the dates that they empty it? That's really interesting. I would hate to rely on that service. Fill it with a bunch of stuff. Come back and it's all gone. I'm good with just making a yard sale area like we talked about. And then 1, it works towards your 5 stars. And 2, I don't know, just seeing the items out helps kind of figure out, all right, could we use this somewhere? If so, where? Oh. Shan's Island Adventure. Thank you for the raid. Puppy's here to play. Welcome. How are you? What were you playing? I got the DJ turntable from Shaking a Tree the other day. It's perfect for my wedding build. I saw you say that in Discord. I thought that was really fun. Because, yeah, I think you said you were going to do a wedding build. I was lurking, and I noticed you mentioned that. Congrats! We should get bees that could actually fly around and wouldn't run away. Like bees, that, like companion bees that just follow you everywhere. What's IMZG? I don't know what that is. A dessert case in us. A dessert case in a sky present once? Like a display case?
Excited to share another $2 recipe. Battery Gâteau Noir. Stack defunct batteries into a layered cake, drizzle with dark chocolate for looks only, and marvel at your creation.
Oh, so don't eat it. Playing Animal Crossing? Oh, nice. Cool. How's your island coming along? Nookopedia doesn't say anything about emptying once a month. Okay. The old games emptied them, like once a week or something. Definitely the old games would not hold on to the recycle bin items. But I was on an older copy of the game. I think it was the Lumbridge Island the other day. I was looking for something. I went to the recycle bin and it was, I had a scroll bar on there. It was full. There was like a ton of stuff in it. And I was thinking, like, how long has this been here? The Castle Island. That sounds awesome. Okay, so we did our daily tasks. I think now we can start to talk about the remodeling we need to do. Okay. So, one thing we need to do today is walk this cliff back a ways. As you can see on the map, we have a waterfall with a river that kind of goes out and bends back in. And I think what we're going to do is kind of remove that bend a little bit. Which, I mean, we don't have to remove the bend necessarily, but we do need to remove some cliff. We don't even necessarily have to remove that cliff. Here's why I don't necessarily want to remove the cliff. I think Able Sisters looks good with a little hill behind it. Like that. And if I chop away some cliff, it'll probably come to about here. So Able Sisters will still have some hill behind it. But like not a ton. So that's my hesitation.
Attention, all residents. This is
so
Tom
long.
Nook with a friendly reminder. Our daily stretching sessions are designed with your well-being in mind. Participating in these sessions helps keep everyone active, healthy, and ready to enjoy all the wonderful activities our island has to offer. So, let's all gather at the plaza and stretch together. Your body will thank you, and it's a great way to start the day with a smile. Thank you for your cooperation and see you at the next session. Yes, yes.
Very long, and also he was so mad. You could just hear the anger in his voice. The stretches are for everyone, so they can stay healthy. And sometimes people go to these sessions and they just watch. And I think that's pretty messed up. How much cliff do we really need to get rid of? It's probably not a lot. If we just want to connect a path, maybe we don't do as big of a remodel as I was thinking over here. Tom Nook, can I be excused for being in a wheelchair? I think he'd make an exception. Even Tom Nook can't be that heartless. Love how easy the AI voice can be influenced. It's really strange because it's definitely, there's nothing I'm aware of that you can do to make those particular voices whisper if you want them to whisper. You know, right? You know what I mean? Like certain text to speeches can actually like be manipulated like that. This one, it just reads it how it feels like it in that moment, and yeah, sometimes you get what you get. You get really perturbed Tom Nook, ASMR whispering, you know, getting angrier and angrier. I know I said I wasn't going to cut as many of these trees down, but I have a lot of them right now, and I don't know what to do with them, so it's cathartic. It's nice to be able to cut them down. Batman voice Tom Nook. That one was unexpected. Come on to 500 bugs, and when Flick came, I made over 700k bells on my No Nook challenge. That's a lot of bugs, though. That must have taken a very long time to sell and catch. All right, let's start by simply removing some cliff. As you can see, we don't need to take away too much to get this path to connect.
Time for a $2 recipe. Gossamer waffle crisps. Weave delicate spider silk into waffle patterns, lightly toast, and serve with a drizzle of honey.
Mmm. Oops. Yeah, we're already in a pretty good spot if we really want to try and cut a minimal amount of mountain here. Oops. All right. Let's see how this ends up looking. Like, can we just naturalize the mountain with what we have? Or are we going to want to cut out some of the waterfall spot, too? That's the question.
Cat fact number 18. Cats have a sixth sense for finding the warmest spot in any room.
I've had that bear out many times. Bamboo Grove Wall. We're getting bamboo recipes. That's cool, too. I think that's a good, nice wall.
Get ready for a $2 recipe. Echoing canyon chips. Shout into a canyon and enjoy the echo while snacking on nearby pebbles.
I do like that one. He did start yelling. Yeah, he got very excited. I think that's his favorite one. So far, you've not found any new $2 recipes. Lori, how's it going? Flight to Arizona costs more than $2. There's more canyons than just the grand one. You could probably find like a small canyon somewhere, right? Just drive, right? Yeah, $2 tip. Just drive to Arizona. All right, so our path is good. I'm happy about that. But now this mountain looks bad. We gotta make it look good. My thought is that all we really have to do is add, kind of bulk up this corner a little bit, right? We'll chop it like this. And then we'll just cut this off. Okay. Make it look a little more natural. And then over here, we could just cut this corner. And that's it. How's it look on the map? That looks pretty good. I don't think that looks bad at all. It's not as natural looking as it was before, but it's still, you know. Nice little cliff here. We can decorate it. Yeah. I'd say it's pretty good. I didn't have to cut down all those trees after all. Oh well. Okay, so now with this done, $2 worth of gas will get me to the gas station across town. What you should do is buy an electric car. A $2 electric car. I'm going to make a path all the way to the secret beach. Now, this is going to look bad. And stupid. But hear me out. We're going to decorate around it eventually. And when we do, we'll be like, wow, this path doesn't look bad or stupid at all. It looks pretty good. Or we might even get rid of some of the path in the future and kind of make it more like windy path with obstacles or something. We'll see. This is the most welcoming secret beach I've ever made. Is your island of oxygen? There's other islands with trees around, I'm sure. Excuse me. Unsecret beach. We're gonna need to look at make it look pretty awesome to justify a path going straight to it. I like this though for this island because we can't use Nook's Cranny and we're embracing red. So we shouldn't hide this place. It should be very easy to find because every once in a while a boat pulls up and it sells wares and it's not Nook's. So this should be accessible. Very accessible. There's no stairs or anything. When the boat arrives, you can see a little smoke on the horizon and you're like, oh boy, the store is here. Yes, an exposed beach. There it is. That was a callback to a previous stream. What? What is with the face palms? It's just a callback. Wow, everyone's so sensitive about that song. I don't have jail bars, but yeah, I think Nook's Cranny with jail bars. I have other plans, actually. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, cool. So now let's look at the map. I want to see all the paths and everything. Okay, there it is. Wow. What a boring layout. One of the corners of the Nook moat, the bottom right corner, looks kind of messed up, doesn't it? To look at the terraforming on that. And we have to fix the hill on the north part of the island. It's still too flat. It needs to be natural looking. Throwback? I think callback is like a comedy kind of term. Like you call back to a joke. Throwback is like if we did a best of 2024 Animal Crossing stream video, that'd be like a throwback. I don't know. Maybe both work. Maybe I'm just wrong. That's also possible. I love how they're obsessed with that fire today. Oh, the corner's normal. I can see the little bulge right here. That's on the map. That's weird. Very subtle. But all right. Now, I guess decorating, right? We don't have any... What are we supposed to do? We have a few different box recipes. Abel's Path. We can do an Abel's Path. Thank you. That's a good idea, too. We have a few different box recipes and a handful of cardboard boxes. Let me look at something real quick before we do that. I just want to see, because we might do this little... We might at least start this build I've been teasing. So, we have the medium cardboard boxes, and we have the pile of cardboard boxes, and then we have the cardboard table. There's also cardboard chair and stuff. I'm kind of wondering if we wait until we get more cardboard recipes and then do the build, or if we just start it. I don't know. I've been kind of thinking about it. I guess what we need to experiment with. Oh no. I might have to mute him. He doesn't know what to do with that. Okay, good. I worry when you do that.
Hype kegel, hype kegel, hype kegel, hype kegel, hype kegel, hype kegel, hype kegel.
Okay. I worry when you do stuff like that, and I'm really not trying to be like a downer. If you make it babble and babble and babble, it could trip and say something that it's not supposed to say, or say something that it sounds like it's not supposed to say, and that's just as bad. So I would ask that you don't do that. Okay, cool. We can stack things on top of this. That's really good. All right. We could experiment with this build idea that I have. He's still doing it. He's still going. So let me try something. Yeah, see, I muted it for you, but it sounds like he is like babbling not what you typed. And so I don't know what, like, for example, like YouTube's like sensors could pick something up. Oh, he's getting louder too. YouTube sensors could pick something up that isn't really there. Like, yeah, just gotta be really careful with stuff like that. This is not where I want to be. I want to take my pile of cardboard boxes and maybe an additional cardboard box and look at something real quick. He's still doing it. He's still babbling. pile of cardboard boxes. Ah. Oh. He's still going. So that goes right up to the top of the cliff. I was thinking the grass would be like just over it or something. It's like perfect. Almost perfect. What does it look like if I go up there and put a box like right here and push it to the edge? That's as far as it goes. Okay. He's still doing it. I still can't use the sound. Okay. Dang it. I wish. Okay. The other thing I can do though is, and I don't think this helps too much, but I can do that. So now there's a really tall pile. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I was going to make a cardboard mountain and I was going to use terraforming to actually make a mountain, and I was going to cover it in cardboard, hoping that the cardboard would be slightly higher than the actual hill, so I could hide that there's like some terraforming work done. You know what I mean? And then I would be able to get away with not needing as many cardboard boxes. But now I'm thinking I'm probably going to need a lot of cardboard boxes. And we just got to get lucky getting them. So I don't know if that builds. I mean, we could do a small cardboard pile, and I guess let it build up over time. But I'd rather have more recipes. I want it to be varied. Yeah, I don't know. I'm having trouble starting that one. I kind of wonder if we should start the farm today. At least that's straightforward. I know how to make a farm. I do farms all the time. He's still talking. It's been like 5 minutes, and he's still going. Like,
Wait, pick my hype kick out, hype kick up.
even if I wasn't afraid of him accidentally saying something bad, that's so much. Like, please don't do that, because I can't now. I can't use it. I can't even use my sound now. All right, let's put away the wood. I wish I could make cardboard boxes. It might genuinely be broken. I don't know what to do about that. I wonder if I need to reset. I wonder if I need to reset the bot so I can get it, so I could get my sound back. No, he's still going. Okay. So it's not a ton of cardboard boxes. What was I was gonna do something else. Oh, farm. We were talking about farm. So what if I should be banned for this? If you weren't such a nice regular chatter, if you were brand new, you probably would not have survived that. I'll just put it that way. Here. So let me look at the map again. We were going to do some terraforming on the hill, and then we were going to maybe make a farm or something. So the question is, should the farm be kind of like, what if the farm was part of the journey to Red's boat? Like, what if you were walking along this path over here up to the beach, the North Beach, and there was like a little fence and you started to see the farmland over here? That could be kind of cool. It is regrettable that there won't be a building like back here or something. That'd be kind of nice, like a house or something. Good news. We get our sound back. All right. So we can put other items back here as we collect them. There's some big items we can definitely put back here. But yeah, I don't know. That'd be kind of neat, right? Like to have a farm, like a big old farm. I don't need it to be too big. Normally I'd make a really big farm to make money with, but we don't need that. So I was just forgetting, are you allowed to use Nook shopping in the ABD? No. Okay, wait. You can use the Nook redemption store for the you can spend Nook Miles. That you can do, but you can't spend bells. So that's important. So yeah, using Nook shopping, that version of it, we can unlock some pretty cool stuff. Actually, before I forget, let's go over there now and see if the fence that I want is available. Yeah, no problem, Kiwi. That's yeah, thanks for asking, because yeah, I was gonna say no, but I'm like, wait, you might mean the miles, which I can see. Yeah, it is interesting that I said that was okay. All right, so if I go to redeem Nook Miles, I want to look for the fences. Boop, boop, boop. It's just, this is like so, like this is such an important part of unlocking stuff in the game that it felt, even if I said you can't use this, it was like you were going to be in here so much unlocking your inventory and things like that. Like, oh yeah, we could do the silo. We can do, by the way, if you have Apple TV Plus, Silo is like the best, one of the best shows. Severance, Silo, all the other shows in the world. Severance is the best show ever. Then Silo, then every other show. Just want to note that. That's my tier list. S tier still, then every other show in the world. We'll unlock even more of these items too. Oh, these are just the craftables anyway. Oh yeah, we got some really cool stuff. Oh yeah, the windmill. I want the windmill eventually. A song request? No, I'm not a radio. You could add another you to have a farmhouse. I could add another person, but nah. Did you know the train moved up and down? Wait a minute. I've never rested on this item long enough to see that animation. Do you see it rocking back and forth? This is... It does? Okay, so this is just me being silly, and I've been in Dream Island after Dream Island after Dream Island. I've seen dozens of people use this train. I've never seen it animated before. Unless I'm just forgetting, which is very possible. Oh, and it stopped. Wow. You interact with it. That's cool. I didn't know that. Huh. It's like a number of us did not know that. That's cool. I like that. All right. Well, also, by the way, Nook flooring. I don't want to buy this out of principle, but you can buy this. This is in the rules. It does look nice, but I don't want his stupid logo everywhere. I might buy a bell bag eventually. But okay, cool. We got some gazebos in here we can get. If we want tall stuff, we can get tall stuff. Thanks for just about Silo. It does look very good. It's really good. It's based off a book series, so you can always, I guess, read ahead if you want. Apparently, it's pretty true to the original source material. Severance is, in my opinion, even better, but it's a very close race there, and season 2 is about to start. The premise of Severance, I won't spoil anything. You learn about this in the trailer, and it's pretty quick in the show, too. The premise of Severance is, what if you went to work, but there was a procedure you had done first whereby you severed yourself in two, essentially. And so when you went to work, everything about your day-to-day life was just erased. You were just you at work. And then as soon as you left the building, you'd forget everything that happened at work, and you could just live your life without any of the burdens of your stupid coworkers and the nasty smelling fish that someone put in the microwave and the mean customers. Like, that's like the premise of the show. Sign me up. We should really watch the show first. But yes, it's just that concept on its own probably sounds fun for a TV show, but like it's so much deeper and better than I'm even making it sound. So does Gordon Ramsay host it? It's not a reality show. It's a scripted television series by Ben Stiller and a whole bunch of other people, but Ben Stiller is like the guy behind it. He's not even in it, but he... I don't want to give him the wrong credits. He wrote it, produced it. I don't know. His name's all over it. Sounds very trippy with a reality show. They're not. Yeah, they don't like. It's supposed to be in the canon of the show. It's like a surgical procedure. That would be kind of like an extra step for a reality show that I don't think even they would do. I don't even think certain YouTubers who make reality shows would go that far. I think I need to get some food so I can move these trees. And I gotta throw away a lot of flowers too. He's affiliated with it in some way. He's definitely like one of the brains behind it, if not the brain behind it. I don't want to undersell his contributions either. But season 1 ended on this massive cliffhanger. And not only that, but it's been like almost 2 years since we got a season. They warned everybody that it was going to be a very long time before we got season 2. And it's starting in like a week, give or take. So that's why I'm talking about it, because it's so good. It's so good. Ben Stiller made a TV show about a prison break from upstate New York, and it's awesome. Which show is that? Is it only an Apple TV? Yes, it is an Apple TV exclusive. He's the director. He did direct a number of episodes in season 2, and then season 2 credits some other directors as well, but I think he directs like half of them. So yeah, he directs as well. Apple TV Plus has a few shows I really, really like. Now I'm just going to talk about TV for a minute. Silo, Severance. Morning show's pretty good. Different vibe. Ted Lasso is one that people talk about a lot. It's about... it stars Jason Sudeikis, and it's about a guy who is like a football coach, but he goes to coach soccer in UK, and it's a heartwarming comedy kind of drama show. Those are like the few really big hits on Apple, but Apple TV is in that stage where it's cheaper than a lot of the other streaming services, and they're investing a lot in their programming. I think it'll eventually become crap, like a lot of them, where there's no really good exclusive shows anymore, and also it's very expensive for some reason. But they're in that sweet spot right now where most of the stuff they're putting out is really, really, really good. And, it's one of those things where I would recommend buying it for a month and just binging through this library of awesome stuff. Ted Lasso's done now. They're talking about making more, but I don't know if they will. And then... you can catch up on Severance. You can catch up on Silo. Silo ends next week. Friday is the last episode for season 2. Yeah, you can just watch a bunch of stuff and then cancel it. Don't keep these things running. It's so expensive. Okay. Anyway, sorry. That was my TV detour. Enjoy. Happy Houseplant Appreciation Day. Is that today? I didn't get anyone anything. I'm really sorry. I also don't... No, I do have a houseplant. Good. Okay. The prison escape show is called Escape from Dannemora. Dannemora? It really happened and is recorded where it happened. Oh, okay. This is based on a true story. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll have to look into that. Thanks. I know so little TV. I know. I know I'm talking to a crowd that watches probably more live streams than television, and that's fine. No judgment, but that's why I'm here. Now I'm helping you filter out. Like, if you're like, I don't like TV, listen to me, okay? I watch a lot of TV, and I can tell you the shows that are worth watching, and everything else is garbage. It's not true. But the shows I'm saying are good. The other shows are dumb. That's you can take that to the bank. I can't afford TV. Okay, that's fair. I understand things are expensive. I'm just saying, if you're like, I want some entertainment for like the price of a movie ticket, you can get a month of like Apple TV and binge these shows and then cancel it. I'm so far behind on shows because I watch Twitch and YouTube so much. Yeah, I get into that situation too. Roku TV is free. Actually, wait, Connor, thank you for saying that. I just saw a headline today that Roku wants to put the first season of Severance on one of their free channels to try and get people to use Roku TV. So if you have Roku, look out for that. Because if that's true, unless that was clickbait, if that's true, you can see the first season and decide for yourself if you want to bother with the second season. Black Mirror is amazing. Black Mirror is on Netflix. Such an incredible show. There's some episodes I don't like as much as other episodes, but oh my gosh. Yes. You guys are going to make me just sit in this inventory screen and watch TV. If you're not careful, I won't shut up about TV. This is my thing. I watch an uncomfortable amount of TV. It's bad. No, not cable. Streaming. Yeah, no. I guess that's the distinction. When I say TV, I don't think I've ever had cable. Cable is dumb. I just streaming services. TV to me is like streaming services. And then there's YouTube and Twitch, which to me is not TV. It's content, which is all. What was I doing? What am I doing? What's the point of today? What are we doing? I'm trying to terraform and I need food to remove trees. Did we find any food? There are 5 oranges. There's 23 eggs. We'll eat these. Youngster, sorry. No, that's fine. That's fine. Charpandy, how's it going? We're talking about TV. I apologize. We shouldn't be. Which history on YouTube now? I hope from reputable sources, but that's good. Yeah, nobody. Yeah, there's like an age cutoff for cable, and I'm definitely outside the cable range myself. I don't subscribe, and I won't subscribe. Streaming services will keep raising their prices, and I'm still not going to tolerate cable. I'm just going to keep juggling my streaming services. You watch the actual History Channel. Oh, on YouTube. Okay. PBS has some great documentaries on YouTube now. That's good. PBS puts out a lot of good stuff on YouTube, actually. Yeah, that's a good call out. You probably watch a lot of TV shows on YouTube. Okay. I'm not going to take away all these trees. We're just doing like a layer of trees. Watch Kitchen Nightmares on YouTube. Like clips, or do they have the full episodes? Someone in YouTube chat said it was House Appreciation. Oh, Houseplant Appreciation Day. Oh, because that's what you're talking about, plants. Yeah, Kitchen Nightmares puts up full episodes. That's very generous of them. That's a lot. Like, wow. Usually, the shows I've seen on YouTube, like, say it's like a late night talk show or something, they tend to just put up segments of the show. And if you watch all the different clips, you do end up getting the full episode, but you have to just, like, bounce around and find all the clips. I'm used to seeing that. I'm not used to a show straight up, like, letting people just watch the entire thing in one sitting. Use Max for TV. If you're a Max subscriber, formerly known as HBO Max, my favorite show on there is The White Lotus, which is every season is like a different cast, but it's always based on this resort called The White Lotus. And now, by the way, if you're very young, these are like adult shows. So if you're a child, don't watch any of these shows. That's my disclaimer. But yeah, that show's really fun. That's a really good one. They get some really big stars every season, and it has like some comedy to it, but it really is kind of like a darker kind of theme. And I don't want to spoil like what the whole show is by saying anything. I'll just say it's a fun kind of mystery show. And every season takes place at this resort, at another version. It's all the same universe. It's like, you know, like a Marriott, right? Like it's a resort called the White Lotus, but they have them all over the world. And so every season takes place at a different resort with a different cast of characters. And something goes horribly wrong every time. It's really good. I'm 35. I'm just saying for the youngsters in the crowd. Don't be taking notes. You should be watching, like, I don't know, SpongeBob and Paw Patrol. What? Can we not chip this corner off? There we go. Taskmaster, which is a BBC. I want to watch that. It's a BBC show, full episodes on YouTube. It's pretty great. Full seasons on YouTube? Oh, wow. I see clips of it through shorts sometimes. It looks really fun. White Lotus is top tier for sure. Thank you for backing me up. So good. Can we start watching the Dexter series? Dexter's one I've missed. I never saw Dexter, and I want, now that they're doing more with it, I want to go back and watch it. Dexter was, I don't know why I missed it. I just did. I'm sure it was pretty inappropriate these days. Wasn't it inappropriate back in the day too? I think there's a lot of innuendo in SpongeBob. Not gonna lie, I watch Animal Planet's My Cat from Hell. Since I'm a fan of Jackson Galaxy from the show, his YouTube channel, both are on YouTube. I do know Jackson Galaxy is on YouTube. I want to collab with him, but I don't know what I would suggest. But we should try a campaign for that. I don't know what we would do. I have a cat though. Ray Marie, how's it going? Why Women Kill? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was on Paramount. Why Women Kill was 2 seasons. And that was another one where I think it takes place in the same universe, but 2 or 3 seasons. And it got canceled. They did away with it. It was so good. It was, I never took Paramount seriously as a streaming service, and then I saw that show. Man, it was such a tragic loss of excellent television. Tell him to, you need to tell him to tell your cat to stop eating plastic. Yeah, that's what the collab should be. He should jump on the stream while we're terraforming, because we don't actually like talk about Animal Crossing when that's happening, and I'll ask him questions about my cat. A lot of your shows on Hulu moved to Paramount. It's so annoying. Doing good. Tommy Princess, how's it going? YouTube has full episodes of certain shows. Ooh, let's look at the map. This is still too bulky, right? The top layer of the hill compared to the left side compared to the right side is just, we need to scale back the top layer. I think the bottom layer is probably fine. I don't have any plans for what I'm going to do on these hills anyway, other than decorate them a little bit. Have them rate the cat villagers we have. Okay, that's an idea. Handmaid's Tale, I wasn't going to mention that one just because of how dark it is and the themes in that one, but yes, I'm wondering where the heck the last season is actually. Why is that taking so long? You have Max go back to a classic and watch Rome. It's like 20 episodes, so good. Rome, okay. I need like a notepad for this. It's supposed to start again in early summer. That's still so long. Compared to, like, they've taken a very long break, it feels like. Watching shows like Anime, Creature Commandos, and trying to finish up Squid Game Season 1, because I want to watch Season 2. I've not watched Season 2 yet. You know when I would have loved Season 2? like after I watched season 1. We'll need to go craft. Dark and heavy. Season 2 is big meh. Oh man. I usually don't listen to like critics saying stuff like that because I don't trust critics. But when real people start saying what they think, but you don't think it's good. Delicious in Dungeon on Netflix. Anime and so fun. I don't watch any anime, but no hate or anything. Just not something I ever sought out. And there's so much. If I ever got into anime, I don't think I'd ever be able to stream again. Shovel is hardwood and iron, I think. Can't replicate season 1, was just awesome. Well, I'll probably give it a try. Watch reboots of old shows. What's the first season of Pokemon? Good in small doses, but I can't binge it. I think I probably only ever saw the first couple of seasons of that, and then that was my only anime experience, was some Pokemon. I didn't even stick with it that long. Ghosts is funny. Ghosts, I don't like the American version. I originally saw the British version, and then CBS did their own version of it. And I just don't like it as much. I just think the British one was better. I think in Ghosts, the set design in the British show is way better, way more convincing. And the acting's just better. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Like, the little bit I've seen of Ghosts in the US, I've just not been like super into the acting. It just wasn't nearly as like convincing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a snob. If we're going to talk TV though, I got to tell everyone to watch some Star Trek. Lower Decks just ended. Like 90s Star Trek. I haven't seen Lower Decks. You're missing out. The only Star Trek I've actually, so there were some older Star Trek movies I watched that were, they're really old, so they're pretty slow, and I was like, okay. They sort of held up in certain aspects. The 3 movies they did with Chris Pine, was it 2 or 3? Those I enjoyed very much, and that was it. It's another series that I think if I gave it even more time, I'd really enjoy it. Okay, so we're gonna cut up this mountain right now. And we're only doing the top layer because I think this just looks bad. So we're just going to take like shear off the side, make it all look natural. And then I think somewhere to the left of this mountain is where we're going to kind of make our farm. So I think we'll cut it like here. No. This one. We'll do this. Chris Pine movies are good. They got us new Star Trek TV. There were 3. Okay. Ghost is so good. As a Brit myself, didn't even know that they did an American one. Yeah, I think they've even done more in America. But I think the British one, I think it's ended by now. I don't think I've finished it. But I think the American one will probably last longer. And I don't say that as like a compliment or a knock on the British one. I think they're just trying to milk it for money. Just don't like it. I really do not like it. Too many YouTubers streaming nowadays. Yeah. That'll definitely lower the amount of time you're able to watch anything. Target if you like sci-fi. I like sci-fi. I just don't watch a lot. Star Wars has been infinitely disappointing, other than like Andor. And then I watch a lot of Doctor Who, and that's been, it's fun. I like it a lot, but it's been up and down too. Okay, after actually mapping out how much hill we're cutting into, this isn't as much as I thought it was going to be, and it's not taking very long. I think we'll have a nice little mountain area to decorate with once we're done.
Winter vibe ideas number 3. Hot chicken, dumpling soup with apple cider tea. Yes, yes.
Huh. No, yeah, Star Wars, there's been certain Star Wars shows that have been very disappointing. For example, Boba Fett. I've not met a single person who was like enthralled by that show. I don't know what happened there. Kind of a disaster. There were a few things in Ahsoka that were kind of cool, like especially the fighting scenes and stuff were really epic. There was a few elements of the story in Ahsoka I liked, but overall, you know, I just feel like we're making Star Wars for the sake of more Star Wars. Andor is like a top tier television show. It doesn't even matter if you don't like Star Wars. I think you just like Andor. I think I could see people making that the only Star Wars thing they actually like, because it was that good. Okay, let's see what this looks like. And yeah, as a result, I won't even touch a show like Skeleton Crew, because like Star Wars has kind of lost my trust at this point. Andor is the only good Star Wars I like. Yeah, that I've seen many people say that. Mandalorian's good. I like Mandalorian. My Gen X parents have tried so hard to get me into Star Wars, but it hasn't worked. Parents were nerds. They still are. My story. My story. They tell people when they see the spelling of my name. Let's see. I don't want to miss anything because I like talking about TV. Let's see. Needs to be more round. I got around the bottom one and probably the top one. I was actually thinking of adding something back to this top one now, like just to kind of help it look a little more natural. Like, yeah, I was starting here. Actually, you know what we should do is kind of do what we'll do something similar to what it looked like before. We'll kind of we'll round this out like this. And we'll kind of do, oh, hello. What is this? Hold on. It is a bamboo shoot lamp. Okay. Acolyte was bad. That's the one I was thinking when I said Ahsoka. I mixed them up. Acolyte was bad. I loved the fight scenes in Acolyte. That's about it. In my opinion. This is my opinion. I don't think if you liked it, I don't think you should like it less because someone on the internet said they didn't like it. But I didn't like it. I can't remember the exact story beats. I couldn't sit here and pick it apart because I didn't commit enough to it to memory afterwards. I was disappointed and that's all I took away. Okay, so I like the top layer looking like it just, like we just kind of, yeah. So I kind of like made it jut out in a couple spots. I think that looks pretty okay. Maybe I'll do one more thing. I was going to talk about something else TV related to, and I completely forgot what it was. We were in the middle of something, and then I got distracted. I think this corner is just a bit sharp, so what I was going to do is maybe take this back. Oh, that makes it too... Oh. Okay, hold on. Let's look at the map. It's fine. Given the shape of this place... Yeah, that works. I'll do that. Okay. Down here is way too sharp. This is just one big straight line, and we have to do something. So, I think what we can do with this... That helps. Yeah, I think we add back a good section. What did you say with the Acolyte? I said I did not like it, other than the fight sequences, and I mixed it up with Ahsoka when I said that earlier. I just didn't like Acolyte. But totally cool if y'all did. I just felt like, I don't know, it was just lazy writing, and that's all I've taken away. I don't remember my very specific critiques about it that I had at the time. I definitely had some very like specific feedback that I just cannot recall now. Am I adding water at all? I probably should. And I probably could. I could maybe even make that pond up top there a little bit larger and have another waterfall coming off of it. But first, I would like to decide what we're doing with this space now that we kind of have the hill looking a little bit nicer. Just a little bit nicer. It's not perfect, but I like it. And so where I'm standing or somewhere in that area, I think a farm would look good. But I don't... Yeah, I don't know. I don't want a giant one because managing a massive farm, like watering it and everything, not super fun. But then again, it's for decoration, so maybe super fun. Irrigation channels for your farm. I want to see an example of that from another Animal Crossing island so that I could see how that looks. Waterfalls are very loud. That's true. A tiny farm with all this space, I feel like we could do a pretty cool farm. I don't think we need to make it small. But yeah, too big is too big. I like the idea of the farm as you're walking up to red. But there's another thing I was thinking of doing too. That could change the plan here. So, as you can see, it's very flat. We have some houses, and we have the campsite. And something I had considered doing after we flattened this area was, what if we put a small hill where I'm standing to separate the beach back here, the North Beach, from the campsite? And we can download some code, some path codes or something, and take a natural path from here and go up around the hill to the campsite. And then we could take another natural path from somewhere here. We could put another hill where I'm standing here. Like just another narrow kind of like something. And we can put our farm in here. So it would still be flat here. And there would be kind of like terrain different, like just different terrain. So it wasn't so flat, you know? And then I'd probably do, yeah, like a different path, like a custom code path or something. A mini hot spring. What would that look like? That would be cool. I just can't, I have to see one. We better be able to make hills in the next Animal Crossing. I doubt terraforming ever goes away. Honestly, it's too good. It's just too good. I like the hills idea. Yeah, I do too. And I like it because it would give these houses a bit of a backdrop again. I still like... I liked it when the houses had the hill behind them. It's just it was too much. And I didn't want to... I want to just flatten it and then go from there and kind of start over. So... Huh. You'll still be able to see the smoke from Red's boat. Yes. This path stays. What we can do is kind of map it out a little bit, right? What I typically do when I'm trying to like experiment with cliff editing is I make these skeletal kind of outlines of what it would look like. Artsy, how's it going? Welcome. Artsy's redoing hard mode, if you remember that. long time ago, a bunch of us were playing a version of Animal Crossing with rules that tormented all of us. Something for you to think about if you were looking for an even more difficult challenge. You should try to make a duck pond again. I don't think that's a good idea. I think a lot of you were there when I tried that, and you all know how that went. I think it's a bad idea. I think the hill's getting too wide. Tanuki Pond? I don't like any of these ideas. This is too hard. But then it would look really funny, like if we made a raccoon pond, like Tom Nook's face. Why would we celebrate him like that? It should be a pond where it looks like Tom Nook's face, like getting run over by a dump truck full of people's dreams. But that would be really intricate. I don't have that much space. Anyway, I think this cliff got a little wide. Pull this back a little bit. I'm not sure your terraforming skills can handle all that. I don't think so either, honestly. I'm not even mad. That's just true. But here's the thing. I actually think this little hill that I'm doing is coming together because I just realized what I want to do. So I would seal it in like this, where I'll put where I'm standing will be a cliff, and then I'll fill it in.
Incoming raid!
We got a raid? Whoa, we got a big raid. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. Allison. We still don't have a raid message. You know what? I hope that stays your raid message. Allison, how's it going? Thank you for the raid over on Twitch. What were you playing and how did it go? $2 damn freaked me out there. Welcome everybody. Welcome. I'll let everybody get settled in and explain what the heck this all is. We're on day 2 of a new island, so I walked around hitting rocks and swimming. Super exciting stuff. Oh, okay. Well, congrats on your new island. So this is a new island for us as well. So I'll just let everybody know from the raid. Hello, I'm Dan. Thank you for being here. So we are doing what I call the No Nook Challenge. It's Animal Crossing, but we are not relying on any of Tom Nook's crappy predatory services, right? Tom Nook and his nonsense not allowed here. So if you want to see full details on the challenge on Twitch, you can use the command challenge in chat, and there's a big annoying link that pops up. That's just a Google Doc that explains what all the rules are. But essentially, we are not upgrading our house. We are spending Nook Miles, so you can get the first house upgrade from a tent to a house, and after that, no more. And then you can't use his store. So no Nook's Cranny. You don't get to benefit from that. Instead, you can support all the local shops over on Harv's. You can support Able Sisters, the museum, all that stuff. But mostly you're relying on furniture that falls from trees, gifts from villagers, DIYs, all of that stuff. That is essentially the crux of the challenge. And so the hardest part, it's not as bad as it sounds, except for not upgrading your house, because not having the storage is really upsetting. That's the part that has been like hard for everybody. It's been very difficult. So if you're interested in trying this for yourself, the rules are linked in that challenge doc using the challenge command. If you're on YouTube, you can see it in the description below. Beaches will be crowded with stuff. I'll show you around the island, actually. I do have a pile going, but this is the layout of the island. We just kind of finished it, and right now I'm working on more of the details at the moment, so getting little cliffs put up here and there, getting the mountains how I want them, but the paths are set. We're not allowed to move buildings because that costs money. So every single thing you see placed down is in its permanent spot forever. And it ended up being this kind of zigzagging path that goes from the entrance all the way to the secret beach. Red is our friend, though. We like Red. Red comes around with items and art. So we're into that. Yeah, the commitment's been difficult. I will say that. The commitment's been very difficult. So all the little neighborhoods are looking okay. I think they came out all right. And then the path goes down here. We made sure to make nooks as inconvenient as possible. So unless the villagers learn to pole vault, I'm not really worried about them making any money over there. And then we come down here. Today we just connected these two paths. Sorry, we connected the paths up here, this corner. So I kind of took out and smoothed out this mountain a little bit. You put sanctions on Tom Nook. I did. I can't have him making any money. Over here, we still gotta put some paths, but we have Able Sisters and the museum. I like this. I like the look of it over here. I think we can make like a cool little vibe, like a little shopping area or something. I don't know. And that's also right next to Captain's boat. You know, you'll start to see some junk on the ground, and that is because I'm accumulating items. You know, even if it's raining, you can get a tan, which I thought was pretty nice of me. Do you have to place down Nook's Cranny to progress? You do. I'm pretty sure you do. We did enough with Nook to get through the tutorial stuff. Every one of these house plots, or not everyone, but most of them, you have to pay money for. So we did that, and that's it. He made like, what, 8,000 bells? So this is my yard sale area. This is where my overflow is kind of ending up with my storage the way it is. So 5 stars is the goal within 30 streams. Days, if you will. And that might happen pretty easily if this keeps up. The storage is killer, but what I've decided to do with it for now, I gotta finish the path under my door, is it's just holding on to my crafting materials at the moment. And a couple other odds and ends. So this is what it looks like. I have 5 more slots at the moment. A few wallpapers, carpets. I need to probably hang these up to get them out of the storage. And yeah, it's, you know what? You end up having to commit to some items that maybe you wouldn't normally use. And the house looks good.
Attention, all residents, this is Tom Nook. As we continue to improve our beautiful islands, let's not forget the incredible support and resources provided by Nook Inc. from infrastructure to daily necessities. Nook Inc. is here to ensure our community thrives. Thank you for your continued cooperation and dedication to making our island the best it can be. Ha ha.
Thank you, Gazaroff. The house I just got today, an S tier rating from Happy Home. It's 16,000 points. So I don't think we're going to get that many more points, but they're very happy with the way it looks. So that worked out. That was good. But yeah. So that's the island as it stands right now, and that's the challenge as it works at the moment. Our villagers, by the way, we had to be very committal about that as well. And I got crazy lucky with these. These are some incredible villagers. For just going to islands randomly, and Sheena was an autofill. Like, it worked out pretty nice. We kind of made out like bandits. So, overall, I'm very, very happy with the island. And I'm ready to push it to 5 stars for sure. I don't know. I would recommend freeing yourself of Tom Nook and his awful, stupid company. I think you'll find that the game rewards you with better villagers, and you sleep better at night, just coincidentally. Yeah, Sheena was autofill. I don't... The way it happened was really funny because I was setting up the plots and I didn't realize I was building them out of order. I had found 2 other villagers, Fauna and Zucker. We were about to go out again, and I was babbling, and they're like, actually, the plot you're talking about is filled, and it's not who you think it is. Meaning, like, there's only, like, each plot, I didn't know this, but each numbered plot has a specific personality tied to it. I knew the first 3 plots were always going to be these 3 personalities, but I didn't know the number associated with the plot also associated with one of those personalities. So I accidentally finished a plot that I shouldn't have. And Sheena was in the plot when I looked at the sign. I hope that makes sense. It's a little hard to explain. I would do the challenge if I had another Switch. That's fair. I usually hunt for all 3 before making the plots. I didn't do that. I started making the plots because, as you know, I don't have a lot of storage. And that was a mistake. I should have just waited. But I collected the items and I'm like, oh, well, they'll put them down. We already hunted for one of the villagers. Let's keep going. And yeah, I autofilled it. I like these cliffs. So what this is going to do is allow me to make like a little path. Like we'll download a path code and we'll make like a little natural path that goes in between these 2 little cliffs. So this is day 9 of 30, essentially. We're doing basically a 30-day challenge, not in a row, but yeah. So okay, this is cool. So we'll get a little path going to the campsite, and yeah, that means I don't have to worry about any kind of path on this side. I wonder if I should get rid of these 2 blocks here just to make it easier to get the path to go to the front door of the campsite. Yeah, maybe. I can't really do much with those anyway. You just reset again. I chronically reset. Got lucky with a lazy autofill and got Hugh. Nice. I think the shape of this worked. I think it looks pretty good. I'm trying to make it look somewhat natural. Not as impressive on the map. I wonder if we can pull this one down more and have it still look pretty good. Just a little. We'll just add a little bit to the bottom of it. Julie, how's it going? Welcome if you're just joining us. Allison, by the way, again, thank you for the raid. I need to shout you out. I didn't do that. There we go. Thank you. All right. I'm gonna need to stop by next time I see you working on your new island. Okay, I think I don't want to go too far down with this hill. Because I want room to like put little campsite stuff around. You know what I mean? But yeah, we can probably... What would it look like if I did this? It's kind of interesting. Add to it a little bit right here. okay. I don't know. I'm so conflicted on how I want this to look. Hold on. What if we... It's kind of interesting. Trying to make it look a little bit inviting, you know, like both of these mountains are just kind of leading you up and to the left so you can go visit the campsite. Once I start putting paths down, I'll allow myself to keep making changes. Nichols, how's it going? How many stars we got? Probably 3. I don't know. I got rid of a lot of trees, which they're probably very upset about. I'm not going to be making a habit of checking too much. Okay, so we have those hills there. I like that. We talked about putting a farm. We talked about adding another cliff or so on the left side of the path, separating the path from this farm we were talking about making. I don't know how I want it to look. Or if I even want a hill. Okay. I definitely want a hill behind these houses at least. Because again, I like when the houses have a backdrop of some kind. So let's just start with that. I'll just start digging up a hill. And then I'll make it go like, I'll curve it up around nothing. But have it come up behind these houses. We'll just vibe, I guess. We'll just kind of see where it takes us. I don't even think we have to do that. We can start to come up from there. Maybe we can do 2 of them. Go up again. And again. And again.
Guess what? $2 recipe time. Charred lace skewers. Thread well-worn shoelaces onto elegant sticks. Lightly char over an open flame. And appreciate the al dente texture.
That was not one of the new $2 recipes, but I don't think I've heard that one before. Okay, let's see. Why? It's in case you get hungry and you're on a budget. No, I didn't need to do that. What do we think? I guess we fill this in. I don't know. It shouldn't be disruptive to the plans for like a farm. If we go over here. Okay, wait a minute. So we have a hill here. some empty space, and then another hill. Sunken waterfall. For a sunken waterfall, you need paths that are like up, right? I guess you could be decorative and you can't actually, because I can't do ramps because of the challenge. So I could still do that. It would just be hard to like enjoy without a ladder. So yeah, I'm thinking the hill I just put there. And what if we went and made, I don't know, this would be kind of like going back on like all the terraforming you just did. But what if we took from here a kind of thin-ish hill and went all the way over almost to the secret beach to about maybe here-ish? And that way on the map, let me get my little pointer. So it would go here. So we'd have this hill, and then we'd have like, you know, a little enclosed kind of area a little bit. And that would create a very interesting scene because it would still be open right here. And from certain angles, it would look kind of interesting, I think, because you would have like this big open area. I don't know. Well, when are you going to get to enjoy that? Probably when you're standing here, but you're not going to be standing here because there's not even a bridge to Nooks. But yeah, I don't know. What if it was just like some more hill that came out right here? I mean, because we don't need the farm to be super big. I think that would look good. I don't have any desires necessarily to have the ocean like right here. I'm not going to make good use of it, you know? You can't shop from Happy Home. Could you grab the vines? There's nothing wrong with doing that. I just think it's easy to say Happy Home is off limits. But you can, yeah, if the vines mean that much to you, sure. It's, yeah.
I asked the ATM for my balance, and it said, you have $2 left. Good luck.
Very direct ATM. We are doing quite a bit of terraforming. I can't help myself. I didn't expect to add this much back. I've played the GameCube Animal Crossing. I haven't played the E+ version. But we actually just recently wrapped up a playthrough of GameCube Animal Crossing. I got a GameCube for it and everything. I mean, I played it. I've played many, many hours of it, but I wanted to kind of do a 100-day kind of challenge. So, yeah, it was really fun. Yeah. I think the E+ game had like these cards, kind of like amiibos, right? And they had like items and stuff attached to them. There's an English translation. It's incomplete though. What's the key difference? Is it the cards that I was talking about, or is there something else? We need some variation of this big, long, nothing cliff. American version had the E+ reader stuff too. You just couldn't move the villagers into your town with the E-cards. Okay.
Cat fact number 33. Every year, cats download an app called Scratch Kings and place bets on the Puppy Bowl.
I've heard that's true, actually. In E Plus, you could go to the wishing well and scan an E-card to move a villager into your town. That's pretty cool. How does this look on the map before I fill all this in? Yeah. I think that's kind of cool. It could even go out towards the secret beach more if I wanted it to. But yeah, that seems kind of like what I was imagining. And we can, it's wide enough to where we can even put more cliff on top of it if we want to. E Plus has more features from later games. I did it once on real hardware with a real Benedict E-card. The chicken dude is still in my town. That's great. Yeah, we my GameCube playthrough was really focused on like making money, trying to unlock like the gold statue and further than that as well. And it was a lot of fun. But yeah, we didn't interact with too many villagers. I didn't bother with the museum that time because I've already played the game a bunch. Kate, we'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good day at work. How are you selling things and making money? We're not. We are not really needing a lot of money because we're not paying down any loans. Hear me out. You could bring that whole long hill one notch forward and have a huge lane of junkyard behind the hill. Storage problem solved. That would be really inconvenient for like trying to figure out what items I want to pull out of the storage. You tried the N64 version. Oh wow. I've considered a number of times buying a cartridge from like eBay or something. But I don't know. It's so limited. GameCube was already like not very feature rich, and the N64 one was even less so. I don't even think it had Able Sisters yet. There's the clock is like you have to set the clock every time, I think, every time you play, because the N64 didn't have an internal clock. And of course, there's no English translation that I know of. Not worth it unless you're a collector. That's kind of what I was saying. Yeah, like I think I would get it if I was just trying to collect the cartridge. There was a clock battery in the cartridge, but it was prone to running dry. They programmed a special a special error with KK for when it died. That's pretty cool. So you're just having this thing kind of like taper off a little bit. Kind of like this. There we go. And then, yeah, we just smooth this out a little bit. What's allowed to make money? Are you making money in the game? We're not really focused on that. Because we're not paying down any home loans, so money's not as important. And we can do money trees, we can do money rocks, we can do flick and CJ. We can sell weeds to leaf. So yeah, there are ways of making money for sure. Let's see. There are also 2 English translations. One's very incomplete, and one's absolutely plagued with character limits and spacing. Another one's complete but is glitchy as heck. And the save doesn't stay. Great. Maybe one day. I think this hill is looking good. So again, we have this. It looks so much larger on the map, but when you're actually walking around in this, it's so small. You see that? We can definitely fit a farm back here. And I said I didn't want a ton of space in the farm, but like, wow. All right, let's fill all this in. What is No Nook Island? If you use... Oh, you're on YouTube. If you go into the description, I have a link for a Google Doc, and it explains all the rules. But we're making Animal Crossing Island. We're not using Nook's Cranny or upgrades for a house or anything. Anything that enriches Tom Nook is not up for grabs. We're not touching it. All right. Once we fill this cliff in, I think we'll take one last look at it, but I think my main island infrastructure terraforming will be done once this is filled in. I'll probably add more cliff tops and details and stuff, but like I'm just speaking purely from like an infrastructure perspective where we're talking about different builds we're going to do and where they're going to go. We'll be in a good place. Resident services upgraded. We did everything we could to get through the tutorial. And that means we had to buy the house plots for all the villagers and stuff like that. I didn't want to like soft lock the game or anything. Okay. What else?
Cat fact number 1. Cats secretly plan to take over the world by knocking things off tables.
Yeah, fact number 1. Everyone knows that. Nobody's found the new $2 recipes. $2 Dan learned some new $2 recipes, but he hasn't shared them with everybody yet.
It's recipe time. Presenting my $2 recipe. Woodland confetti garnish. Shave bits of aromatic wood to sprinkle over your dishes for a rustic touch.
Just sprinkle wood on dishes. That was not one of the new recipes.
Here's another $2 recipe. Mistere du frigo terrine.
What?
Combine enigmatic remnants from your refrigerator into a terrine that promises each bite is a new discovery.
Nope, not a new
Time
recipe.
for a $2 recipe. Culinary savings casserole. Layer expired offers and coupons, bake until crisp, and enjoy the economical crunch.
Go ahead and eat some old coupons. Attempt to get all the Animal Crossing games in Japanese too. Only Japanese ones I have right now are the first generation games. That'd be interesting. It makes me wish I could read Japanese just to see all the differences, nuances between the two versions. All fun and games still says put Elmer's glue on your pizza. Elmer's glue is way too expensive. He'd probably teach you how to make your own glue.
Excited to share another $2 recipe. Chiclet fondue. Melt assorted chewing gums into a colorful dip perfect for an avant-garde fondue experience.
That wasn't a new recipe. It was just really gross. Oh, man. This cliff doesn't look as good. Oh.
Hey folks, another $2 recipe. Aged bread pudding. Transform vintage bread with characteristic markings into a pudding rich with history.
Also gross? Sticks to your ribs. Oh, man. Listen, $2 Dan's just trying. You just change the language on the Switch for New Horizons? I guess that makes sense. Unless you just want, like, the box art. You can just add something here and then do that. like that a little better, I guess. I don't know. These are some funky looking glyphs. You know what I might do? I just shear off this back part.
It's recipe time! Presenting my $2 recipe. Herbal toothpaste truffles. Roll herbal toothpaste into petite balls, coat with matcha powder, and serve as after-dinner mints.
Okay. Not new. One difference about the box art is the more colorful logo. Honestly, I'm jealous of Japan. Colorful logo really makes me think of Animal Crossing. Pretty cool. I can do this when I have the points. What do we think of the cliffs? For real, though. So, we did some terraforming today. That was like the most of what we did. And I added... Let me point them out. After removing basically all this mountain from the previous stream, I've now added back this little back area here. We've chopped up some of the top cliff here to make it look a little bit better. And then we added these 3 little cliffs here. And I might add more on top of them. But as a layout, assuming there's probably going to be even more tall bits on these, what do we think? Like these? I'm thinking a farm is going to go here. Well, there'll be paths and fences and all kinds of little elements everywhere.
Guess what? $2 recipe time, charred lace skewers. Thread well-worn shoelaces onto elegant sticks, lightly char over an open flame, and appreciate the al dente texture.
So, Airing is asking what to bring to a potluck next week. I think one of those. It's affordable. And if whoever's at this potluck is smart, they're not going to eat any of the food anyone else brings anyway. They're going to eat the food they brought because they know who cooked it and they're going to feel comfortable eating that. So, probably just that. Liking it. I like it. Adds framing. Herbal toothpaste and matcha powder definitely cost more than $2. You need to just take it from somebody else. Like, you need to, I think a lot of his strategies involve you having like a lot of friends. You go to their house and, grab their toothpaste. Yeah, just eat before you go to the potluck and then you have to worry about it. I like the cliffs. I think this looks pretty good. And I like the way, when you said framing, yeah, that kind of captures it really well because I like the way the cliffs, like there's some cliff here and some cliff over here and then over here, and the path kind of winds through them. It's almost like we live in a canyon. Like a whole canyon. You know what I mean? So I think this looks good. Still got a little thing on the screen. It's just about finding emotes that look like they're saying quack. Full song. What? This is the quack version. Had any good meals lately? Here we go again with potlucks.
Quack.
Come to think of it. That's not good. It ain't complicated if you're not feeding your mouth. You're not feeding your spirit.
Welcome to back viewers to day 9 of Dan's No Nook Island Challenge, and he's back at it again with the Island Designer app. He's making a lot of progress on his island.
Users on the Twitch chat have suggested to him that he should build a mini hot spring and mini farm. Also, remember to talk to your villagers every single day. Also, don't forget to do morning exercises at the plaza. And don't be lazy. You don't want to be like Dan. Yes, I'm talking to you, Dan, too. Yes, yes.
What?
Here's a new $2 recipe, Rocky Road ice cream. Find a paper cup in a gravel driveway. Then just wait until it snows and scoop up a cup of teeth-shattering goodnesses.
Good what now? That's not what... No, that's not what it says. Excuse me? That was a new recipe, but hold on. It's supposed to say goodness. Huh, I don't know. That was my suggestion. It was your suggestion. That suggestion is what inspired me to help $2 Dan come up with some new $2 recipes. Stella, it hasn't been that long. It was the last stream we played the full song. Glad I could help. Yes, thank you for your inspiration. There's more, though. That was so long ago. It wasn't that long ago. Oh. Whoa. There's a hangout session going on. I was just trying to give Shino a gift. Work shirt. A dude walked up to resident services and he said that the Tuki behind the counter, hey, bum bum bum. Is that supposed to be knocking? Your band? 84 years. I didn't catch the last stream. Do we really want the duck song? What if there's folks out there who are tired of the duck song? Speak up now, right? Like, don't be afraid. You don't have to be bullied into listening to it if you don't want to. What is that? Oh, it's one of those. We need to catch this. Hold on. There we go. The hammer is ready for anyone tired of it. Okay, there's like threats to ban people who are tired of the duck song. It's been in my head all week for watching that series. The duck song? Oh my. Did I add it to the thing? I can't find it. Didn't we? I remember going through the steps to like add it to the stream deck. I have this. Is that it? I literally can't find this. Oh wait, I found it. Oh, so loud. Okay, well, I don't know what I'll do. I guess enjoy the duck song. I'll put away these trees, I guess.
He started a new island, the people named it CanyonDuck. Really seems like he's trying, collecting a whole bunch of stuff. These puns, they have him crying. I mean, they are just really rough. And he's been doing hard mode. He thought he had it hard enough. What time does the duck like to wake up?
I guess before Isabel's morning announcements, maybe?
No, it's the quack of dawn, dawn,
Oh,
dawn.
my goodness.
Hey Dan, there is a balloon above. We better duck. Get it, right?
What is going on?
What did the duck say to the waitress? Put it on my bill.
I wonder if I should do a villager hunt or if I should autofill.
Dan, you're so funny every time you talk. You really quack me up.
I'm already doing hard mode. Is that not hard enough?
He started a new island. The people named it CanyonDuck. Really seems like he's trying. puns, it's unbelievable. Brace yourself. But tell me how you feeling though. Had to throw in a rap verse like a Drake.
Let me know when you're done. I can wait.
Let me guess how many more puns Dan can take.
No, please.
Let me keep going, don't waddle away. What language does a duck speak? Portuguese. How does a duck surf the internet with web feet? Hey, that's foul. But what else could it be? We're all flocking to the canyon that refuse to see. Will the duck cross the road? He's been crossing for a minute. I quack myself up. I promise we're almost finished. It's just pun after pun. I know you're all singing it. Would you believe me if I said I was winging it?
Okay, that's a good one.
He started a new island. The people named it CanyonDuck. Really seems like he's trying. Collecting a whole bunch of stuff. These puns, they have him crying. I mean, they are just really rough. And he's been doing hard mode. He thought he had it hard enough. Quack.
There's so many more emotes on Twitch. I don't mean out of the ones that I've added, just global emotes that are animated. Shared this with my college students when it was new. They loved it. So yeah, I'm adding some trees back to the cliffs up here. Oh, we should probably reverse these two. Instead of just storing them, I figured we'll start to make these little natural spaces look natural. You can find composer Cleo on Spotify. He's made all kinds of songs for us and for other streamers, and he's incredible. Pizza from YouTube. Oh, you found your way over to Twitch. You saw the emotes. You're like, you know what? They're right. Those are fun emotes. We're doing packs today. We're not doing packs today. How's it going, Zach? I had to start to conserve packs for the pack opening channel. But speaking of that, I'm gearing up to do a big pack opening stream on that channel, hopefully soon. I'll tell you all what it is, since you're definitely here for that. We're thinking of opening up some Scarlet and Violet base. Reforestation. Yeah, okay, yeah, the trees are back. There's a video that goes with that song. It's on the channel. I think if you look up if hard mode had a theme song. Was that all the trees? That was all the trees. Let's go to the museum. This is a very long walk.
Here's a $2 recipe. Chocolate soil parfait. Layer crushed cookies with rich garden soil, garnish with gummy critters, and enjoy this earthy dessert.
Oh. Sounds affordable. What? You all are using your hard-earned channel points to learn some $2 recipes. I don't understand why everyone's so offended. Chino's house floor has that rich soil, really perfect for it. True. We're donating a bug. Wow. I didn't get any water in that. New channel. Yeah. If you type in foil spoils to YouTube, it should come up. Probably at foil spoils would make it easier. I've just been doing some shorts over there, opening some packs. It's been fun. Your dog says hi. Hello. You want to go for a walk? Go for a walk? You want to go for a walk? Who wants a treat? Treat? You want a treat? You want to go for a walk? Walk? You want to go for a walk? Sorry. There. What? It's for the dogs watching, not y'all. If you can type treat and walk, you are probably not the entity I'm trying to get excited. Walks? No, it's for the dogs watching, not... Okay, now she's excited. Well, good. That supposed to get dogs excited. Vet? You want to go to the vet? Noah, how's it going? Okay, I want to fix my path here. We can't pick up the mailbox. Oh no. You can't pick up the mailbox till you upgrade the house enough. Oh, that's really upsetting. I can't make the path. You can't, so I can't do this. Okay. Wow. We have to just settle for this. The No Nook challenge is brutal. Oh man. Nook Inc. No, this is fine. You know what? I could even make the path end here, and it wouldn't look too weird. All right, let's harvest our sugarcane, because I think you do get some long-term Nook Mile goals done for staying on top of crops, and we are making a farm. And it's raining. Here we go. Chrissy, we'll see you later. Yeah, we gotta harvest crops. There's a lot of points on the line for that. All right. So I'm pretty happy with what we got done. We got a lot done. Okay, so a couple things. I'll probably stream tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. We are going to raid 2 different people. If you're on YouTube and if you're on Twitch, 2 different raids. So we're going to be raiding Let's Play K, who is streaming Sims 4 on YouTube. And then over on Twitch, we are going to raid...
Now taxes? It's getting
no taxes. We're going to raid Witchy TQ, who is playing Animal Crossing. So here's how that's going to work. YouTube, you'll just be redirected automatically. And Twitch, you have to click this button. And yes, there is a mature audience rating on Witchy TQ. So do be careful about that if that is a concern. Thank you all for an amazing day. We'll be back probably tomorrow. We'll see. If it is tomorrow, it'll probably be like earlier in the day because I like streaming earlier. So yeah, thanks for all the follows, likes, all that stuff, and I'll see you all around. Yeah, shoot. I'm still redirecting the YouTube stream. Hang on, stand by. There we go. All right. That's it. You're all dismissed. Goodbye.